broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track
of this week. So not to worry, I've gotten lots of calls. I held this shipment because I wanted to get on that refrigerated truck because you guys are a little hot out there. But in your shipment is the 07 Donat Estate Pinot Noir, and it's a pre-release. And here's the deal. They're going to let us have that wine for 30 days. If you want to reorder, you need to do it now, but they put an incentive on that and two of the other wines in the shipment. If you reorder in the first 30 days after your shipment arrives, you'll get 25% off of that wine. And then at the end of 30 days, it goes back in the warehouse until the actual release date. And then we'll talk about releasing wine with Greg as far as timing and why we wait the time that we do to release these wines. So we're going to taste that, and then we're going to taste the red wine. It's now called the Monterey. It's the 04. It's got an unusual blend, which I'm glad that Greg is here to put the record straight on exactly what he was thinking when he created this and how it evolved. And it's a big hit, big favorite here in the tasting room. And we really want to get that story because it's got a wonderful story. I mean, it really does. It's very compelling when you think about what that wine is all about. And we want the inside story of what made you blend what you blended. And we'll talk about that when we get to that segment. Yeah. Okay? All right. So let's start with the first wine. This is a 2007. This is the Didi's Estate. It comes from right there on their estate in Sebastopol. Elevation over there, what do you think? What's that, about 500-600 feet, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I've forgotten exactly what it is. But the most important thing, it is the last hill in essentially in the Russian River Valley, AVA. And right after that, it drops down essentially into the Petaluma Gap. So it's a very special cusp edge on the edge of the known Pinot world, basically. Which makes it a very exciting vineyard for both Chardonnay and Pinot Noir.
Well, and it's a beautiful vineyard. In fact, this year we did a lobster lunch over there, and it's first of all, the Donats are wonderful people. Rick and Diane are awesome, but it's such a beautiful place to have such a fun event. And the guests that have come there, now that's our second one that we've done. We did one last year and we did one this year. They love that property. I mean, it's so surreal when you look over that valley from that location. It's just incredible.
Oh, yeah. And it looks all over Cotati and Rohnert Park and southern part of Santa Rosa. It's just up there at night. It's kind of like fairy lights looking down on.
Yeah. No, it's pretty nice. We like that a lot. Now, beautiful vineyard up there. You have some challenges. I noticed that you do netting up there. So explain to the folks, what you're doing with netting and what kind of challenges that really makes for the vineyard.
Well, we put the netting on primarily because of the bird pressure that's up there. The whole entire vineyard is surrounded by forests. There's not much else out there other than forests, and so it's really great cover for the birds. And if you don't put the netting on early, you basically end up with no crop. I learned that very early at Flowers. Flowers' first crop was essentially all eaten by birds, and the netting just recently